Now with this video, we will be starting with section 2 of customer data entry application using Play framework. Now as you can see, it's a data entry app, so we will have some views in terms of forms which will be accepting some of the data from the user. And once we have those data accepted in our form, we'll submit that form and add those data into a database. So let's get started. With this video, we will look at adding controllers with custom routes for our app. So let's get started. So as you can see, I've already followed the basic steps to set up our app from scratch using Play Scala seed library. You could see video 1 from section 1 to follow those steps. Now I will define few more methods which we need for our app. So as you can see, we have one method which was already added by Play Scala seed library called index method, which we will use for our form based index page. Now we will add more implementation to that once we have views defined in further videos. Now the second method which I've defined, which is add customer data, which is an asynchronous action instance. Since we will be adding some data to a database, so we'll be making an action instance which will make a call to database. So if you would have heard about asynchronous synchronous events, we won't wait for database to come back and respond with either successful or error message. We'll just make an action call to the database for adding the customer data, and we will wrap that response into future. So as you can see, I've already defined a future successful with some response for now. And I will define another method which will actually get those data from a database and display on our views. So as you can see, I've added another method, get customer data, which will actually display form data by reading those data from a database. So again, once we have views defined, we will add further implementation for all these methods. Now, the second part of this video is adding views for all of these methods. So I will add those routes. Now, the second part of this video is adding some of the routes for each of the controller method. So as you would have seen in section 1, that we have 3 parts of routes. First is HTTP method, second URI, and third part is controller method. So I will add 2 more routes for our add customer data and get customer data functions. Now, add customer data is an action to be made to an external entity or a database. Basically, we are submitting some of the form data to a database. I'll create that as a post method, which will post form data to a database. And again, third route will be get, because we'll be getting those data from a database. Now that's all with this video.